What's up, guys? I decided today that I was going to rank some of the anime using the website tier maker, just to make it easier to get my thoughts out there and whatnot. That being said, let's start off with Blue Exorcist. The first two seasons of Blue Exorcist and the new one's coming out. It actually reminds me a little bit about it that it's really just kind of a mid-tier series. Like it's not great. It doesn't do anything too crazy. It was definitely, talked about back in the day when it was coming out, but I'd probably put it at least at a fine. It's kind of there. It's in the acceptable range, but it's got good character designs. It's got a good concept. I like what it does, but I don't think it could really go higher than fine. You know what I mean? Assassination Classroom. Oh man, I know I watched this, but in all honesty, I can't remember too much about it. I know it's about kids, like loser kids that are taught by this alien, or seems like an alien. It's actually like a modified human that's going to explode and destroy the world. And for some reason, the government decides to allow kids to destroy it. Like, I remember too much more after that. Like, I know the one kid, the one main kid, definitely does a lot. And there's that really cool scene at the end where he becomes a teacher and kind of teaches in the same way. I mean, there wasn't really too much to say for animation, but it's definitely a little above acceptable, and it's definitely not a trash anime. I'll at least leave it at that. It's actually a little funny that they have Black Butler on here, because I wouldn't really consider Black Butler a shonen. It's definitely more along the lines of dark fantasy mystery anime. I probably put it closer to a Detective Conan than really a shonen. In that case, I mean, I have to just put it as acceptable. I mean, there definitely are some fights in there, but it doesn't scream shonen to me. Like just doesn't seem like an anime that I would say is one that would, when you're asking for shonen recommendations, I don't think Black Butler is going to be the first one that comes up as a shonen anime. Ooh, Leech. I'm gonna get some hate for this one, but it's just gonna go in good. I'm sorry. It's not a god tier anime as most people like to put it. I really think that right after the Serite arc, it just falls off and falls into a cycle that it just really cannot get out of. And it's just Ichigo gets strong, Ichigo fights. Ichigo never really learns anything throughout the series. There's no real deeper exploration of the Serite. There's no real growth for really any character in Bleach. They all pretty much, once you get to the end of Serite, they don't grow as characters anymore. There's no development for them. Each season, Ichigo just kind of resets. I mean, even if you can bring up the Fullbringer arc, the Fullbringer arc was just, if you're waiting till almost what was originally the end of the series to say, oh yeah, there's growth for characters in this arc. Yeah, but that's at the end of the series. And then we get Thousand Year Blood War, which is pretty much the exact same thing as all Bleach has been. Yes, it looks good, but I just don't like Bleach as a series, and I've watched the majority of it.